by women's strength, because like
Yes.
Jen said,
They've been taught to be, haven't they, Amber? They've been taught to be. It's some kind of evil thing. You know, you're a witch if you show that strength, and that's been so demonized.
women's strength, because like
sorry, that's me.
Jen said,
they've been taught to be, haven't they, Amber? They've been taught to be. It's some kind of evil thing. You know, you're a witch if you show that strength, and that's been so demonized.
women's strength, because like
sorry, that's me.
Jen said,
they've been taught to be, haven't they, Amber? They've been taught.
Are we hearing? Are we?
Yeah, it's me. I think I'm trying to fix it.
Okay.
It was me first.
That was me also.
Wow. I mean, I was in the twilight zone. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome and BOSTO to everyone. Favor be with all of you wonderful spirits, and welcome to Friday. And we just thank you for tuning in, and the house is full up. And hey, this is Friday and this is the panel. And you know, Steve, you know, Nina, you know, Jen, and you know, Amber. And Amber, it was so much fun to having you on Wednesday. People just loved it. So thank you all. So good to see everyone. So I'll start with Nina. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Wayne?
Any better? I'd be guilty, but I was never that innocent.
Right on.
All right. What movie was that taken from?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
Actually, it was taken from the movie Wall Street.
Okay.
Charlie Sheen, who played Bud Fox. That was one of his things. Anyway.
That was a few moons ago, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Come to think about it, some of y'all weren't even born yet. So.
I'm gonna go try and find some headphones just in case, because
you sound fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you sound great, Amber.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't have the loop. I was meeting myself coming and going.
Fingers. I swear I'm always having technical difficulties.
Well, Jennifer,
there's something going on today with my banking. I can't seem to get on, and then I called, I got on, then I did some e-transfer to a person who has direct. You don't have to have any password. Comes back twice. You can't even deposit money. So I'm gonna have to call back the bank. Something's going on.
The big brand is
They're doing huge changes to the banking system.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah, during this whole lockdown, we're going into that ether period. They are moving the systems and changing them like no other. We won't see the effects of it until into next year, but you know, the ability to move big money fast without as much of a trail. Not that they've had much problem with that, but actually the system was very old compared to the technology that we have now, and they've been doing major changes behind the scenes. That's just one of the moving parts that's been happening in the last 8 months. So yeah, there will be glitches along the way.
Yeah, something's going on today. I just had a lot of spirit here right now too, so it's like, okay, so something's going on. Yeah,
it's intense.
So yeah,
I'm like all over. It's like, yeah. It's strange. And I think we're about to really enter a time, you know, that's something where I always look at the cards. Could they tell us that? I just got this sense, and it's not this foreboding. It's just, you know, get ready, folks. Strap in your 5-point seatbelt, because the single buckle ain't going to work.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be like this. You know?
Yeah.
And, you know, when the cockpit turns up like this and you're falling out of your seat, you want to make sure that you're firmly strapped in. Steve, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Cool. I see Locke is doing fine.
He's all right. He's sitting around.
It's a groovy lizard, gotta tell you.
Steve's done a couple readings for me, and they've been really good. I thank you, Steve.
I'm really glad to have helped.
This is so cool. And by the way, folks, each one of these folks have their own YouTube channel, and you know, if you feel inclined, this is the season to start the reason for the giving. Man, I'm sure that they could certainly appreciate it, and I think that's good soil to sow a seed into. So think about donating to their well-being. You reap what you sow, and it's so true.
And if I may toot my own horn, the live stream I did yesterday, Amber actually saw a good chunk of it. I'll put a link below. I go over Freud's analysis of the ego, which I had done parts 7 and 8 of that way back at the beginning of the pandemic because of relationships to it. I decided to review it, and I did part 1 and 2. And like, seriously, it's turning out that that whole manuscript from Freud is playing out how they are doing the whole NPC thing, the whole way they're manipulating us in it with the pandemic. Contagion actually has a double meaning. There's a psychology term for contagion, which is when, you know, your psychological imprint rubs off on someone else. Isn't that something?
Monday, I'm going to be talking about the fact that we are all vampires. We just, and in the, amongst the walking humans, it's a clear battle to me that there are those vampires who consume light. You know, they consume energy, and that energy is transmuted into light. And then you have those which are literally the walking dead, who take the energy and they transmute it into a different dark energy.
That's why narcissists are so attracted to empaths.
Good point.
Yes.
Good
Yeah,
point.
I think the narcissist. I think narcissist is an essential aspect of the psychic vampire, and the succubus.
Yeah.
And if you look at, you know, according to hermetics and the laws of the universe, for every positive, there has to be the equivalency of what would be its antithesis. So if you have a succubus, an incubus, then that means you have, and that's interesting because what do we call beings who feed upon light? And I think that they actually feed upon other living humans. Now, I know that sounds weird, but as I was in a meditation and I was being taught by my teacher, and the teacher pointed out that even God needs energy.
Well, even a flower needs energy. Even
That's
a
my
flower
point.
eats light, and everything has to be part of a reciprocity, doesn't it? Of how we all get along and how we all feed. But there's tolerance levels, I think, between each level,
Yeah.
and what can and cannot be tolerated. And maybe that's where we've spiraled out of control a little bit, and we're having to get the reins again.
I hope someone does. That's all I hope. I do. I know, folks, that we'll start with Nina here, but I thought this was a great panel discussion. Maybe it's something I'd like to look at a little bit more, because we're facing some issues. No matter if you're even in a neutrality state of consciousness, you're still being impacted by all sides of this. It's a pinball machine in here, and it's positive, it's negative. You have one trying to consume the other. And as I recently wrote to someone, I said, don't think that light is always good. Then don't think that darkness is always bad. You have to have darkness to go to sleep. Well, most of us do.
There's a false light.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a-
Very good point.
That's what it ultimately is, because I mean nothing is what like darkness is, and nothing is just simply nothing. It's inherently neutral. It's the void that you fill with the space. In the Norse tradition, it's known as Ginnungagap, part of the creation myth, where the fire and the ice are poured in and mixed, and the realms are birthed from them. So the crooked light, like that's that's where you get all these kinds of dark sorcerers, or the light sorcerers that are very corrupted.
Yes. We are in that time. It's amazing to see what's transpiring in our reality. It's very, very different. Y'all ready to
It's
go?
important, before we start, it is important for us to recognize who are those energy vampires. Like, just because we're loving creatures doesn't mean that we have to accept their energy into our reality, you know? So, you know, some people are just that are spiritual, you know, I used to have people go, "You're spiritual, you're kind of a bitch," and I'm like, well, you're pissing me off, you know. So
That's wisdom.
Yeah.
so it's just
I'm doing-
important to protect yourself and know,
Yeah.
like, when people aren't serving you, and just move on.
There's time when you should be Karen, and there's times when you shouldn't be. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I never really
Yeah.
understood that until very recently. I said, oh, so that's what it means to be a Karen. It's like, oh, yeah, well, we had a different term for that in my day. But anyway, as Amber would say, why, you bitch? I mean, you know, have you ever heard the story about the two women who were on a platform in Boston? And one woman was from the South and one woman was born and raised in Boston. And so the woman from the South, who was friendly, looked at the other woman and said, where are you from? And the woman from Boston looked down at her and said, well, where I'm from, we never end a sentence in a preposition. So the woman from the South kind of kicked the ground a little bit, and she says, well, excuse me, where are you from, bitch? Okay,
Can I just
Nina.
say, just before we start, I've got a parrot that I'm babysitting. Well, parrot sitting in the background. So we've been laughing on my channel that I warned people that I haven't got anybody tied up. Nobody's screaming for help. I'm not doing any kind of dark magic and with anybody in the basement. It's a parrot that has learned how to mimic a scream when it wants attention, and it sounds very human. So it's nothing negative.
So you're not
Never
building,
mind the screaming in the background.
Yeah.
On your head, distracting you from your duties.
you're not building a gingerbread house, right?
You know, I'm spiritual.
Amen,
Who knows
sister.
what I'm up to?
All right. The spirits are moving. All right, folks, we're about to get going. We will never get through the whole list, but hey, we'll just tackle it from the best we can. So Nina, 1, 2, or 3 is the way we start going from there, and kind of go in rotation from there. I'll look to you, Steve. Then, well, why don't I do this as I'm talking? That way I don't screw up. And then Jen, we'll do you, and then after that, Amber, and then after that will be Nina. So Nina, when you get to your turn, it will be Isby. And Steve, yours is Gina. Jennifer, yours is Rob G. And Amber's, yours is Kimberly Worth. So there we go. Nice and orderly.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So hopefully you guys have all had a chance to sit back and relax, take a deep breath, meditate on the numbers 1, 2, or 3 while you think of a question. And once you do have that number, if you can like comment that below, then we can see sort of who's picking what, and it keeps you accountable to your number as well. And it lets me know what kind of the trend of the week. So I've already done all the smudging and clearing, and I've already picked the cards. So we're ready to go. So hopefully you guys are all ready, and we're just going to start on number 1, okay? So number 1, so if you had a question, the answer is perfect timing. So whatever it is that you're wondering about, apparently it's a perfect timing for that. And then and I've noticed too, a lot of the same cards keep coming up. So I guess we're kind of sort of in the same energy as we have been for a few days here. The guides are reminding you though to make each day count. So to stop and smell the roses, you know, not to rush around too much, and to try and enjoy, right? The crystal angel is smoky quartz, clearing negativity, releasing negativity from within and around you. So, and from what I've been feeling today, and I did a lot of that earlier, here's a lot of smudging. Might be time to do a lot of smudging and clearing yourself, as well as your house and whatever. Yeah, it seems, yeah, I think we all need that, but in particular number 1s, I guess. But whatever your question was, they're telling you it's a perfect timing for it, and to make sure, you know, make every day count, to, you know, really sit back and enjoy, okay? And instead of just rushing to the next thing, to sit back and actually enjoy and be in the moment, I guess is what that could say as well. So I hope that resonates for you, number ones. For number two, if you pick number two and you had a question, they're saying within a few weeks. This keeps coming up as well. So whatever it is, I think a lot of people are asking a lot of the same questions maybe, and so you sort of getting the same answer. The guides are reminding us, or you, that kindness counts. So I know there's a lot of tension, a lot of people I've noticed out there, everybody's kind of grouchy, everybody's kind of keeping to themselves, right? And so it's easy to kind of just brush people away and just don't even want to bother with people. But just to remember that kindness do count, right? Then the crystal angel is jade, wellness, and this came up last week as well. The recovery of health and wellness is here. So if you've been thinking about something in the health, whether you know, going to see the doctor for something, or even just to go and get a massage or some therapy or something, this might be a good time to maybe look into that, to take care of yourself, and pay attention to that, okay? And whatever your question was, though, within the next few weeks. And again, stop and smell the roses, and don't forget that kindness goes a long way. Even though we don't feel like it sometimes. So hopefully that resonates for you, number twos. And this came up on hump day anyways. For number threes, if you had a question, they're saying to ask for help. This keeps coming up. A lot of us tend to try and want to do everything ourselves, and not want to bother other people. But they're telling you you might need to ask for help, okay? Don't be afraid to ask for help. And this came up again, it's weird, with all these cards that I have, and it's the same cards that keep coming up. Try to feel joy in all that you do. Again, you know, to be in the moment, to stop and smell the roses, you know, not to try and rush to the next thing and try to keep busy, but just, you know, just relax and be in the moment. The crystal angel is garnets, purification and detoxification, and this keeps coming up. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. So that could be whatever, like number one here with smudging and clearing, salt baths, all those types of things. It could also be releasing relationships or people around you that might not be serving you at this time. So this might be a good time for that. So yeah, so don't be afraid to ask for help, okay? Don't be so stubborn and try and do everything yourself. Be in the moment and enjoy every moment that you have. And it seems to be the trend for the week here, clearing, 1 and 3, clearing, you know, yourself and maybe people around you, and making each day count. I mean, it's like 2 of the same here. So that seems to be the energy for this week. So hopefully that resonates for everyone.
There is such synchronicity going on. It's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, all this week for myself and my meditation, there is so much power by those who live in the now.
Mm.
When you think about what our thought energy goes to, our thought energy very rarely has to do with anything with the now. It's either the past or the future. So
I know we tend to forget to kind of enjoy while we're there.
yeah,
You know, it's always the good old days. Oh, what we did whenever, right? And we're not enjoying it actually in the moment.
as
You
Carly
know?
Simon would say, these are the good old days. So anyway, yes, we got to bring the music in. Nina,
Well, especially nowadays with the uncertainty, we don't even know if there is a tomorrow. So it's really important to enjoy everything that we're doing now, whether that will be food or your family or whatever, right? Just enjoy it.
The ambrosia of now.
Yes. So no more dieting, none of that. Just enjoy.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Nina. That was far out. All right, Steve. Gina, and by the way, folks, I'm going back to a list that these people have been very patient. Not only last week, but they've been waiting like 2 weeks. So Gina Coppola.
All right. So getting off to a good start here. So our spirit guide is Gaia herself. This card, this is the most powerful card. This is like the head honcho in this deck, the Gaia card herself. So she's an ether based elemental, and it's Mother Earth, harmony, abundance, wholeness, and forgiveness. So who we starting off with again?
Gina Coppola.
All right, Gina. Gina, you have the Queen of Swords reversed. The Queen of Swords reversed. So you've probably got a bit of confusion going on. Things your thoughts on the matter are not too well organized. You have Pertho. Pertho is the rune that has popped up. So this organizational disarray is kind of coming from you took a risk. You took some sort of risk on something. You rolled the dice, and things are actually turning out probably better than you realize. So I would sit back and just reassess your thoughts and get those under control, and you're gonna see how the outcome actually turned out.
It's like one of those things that it looks like it's bad fortune for you, but you end up going, man, I'm glad that happened. Thank you, Steve. Jennifer, Rob G. Garcia.
Rob, excuse me. So we've got the Emperor card for you, the Major Arcana, number 4. So stability, authority, a strong father-like nature, in that it's clarified with the Page of Cups but in reverse, and so it feels like you might be having to worry or come down hard on a child that seems to be, or a childlike nature, even if they're adults, that are very easily influenced and very easily taken off path, very easily distracted. And so there's this need to be this authoritarian, this authority figure, this stability figure in this person's life. It may be that, going into it, if this resonates with you, too headstrong into it to be that authoritarian as you wish to be, from the nicest place, to protect and to keep and to look after. It might be a better way around it to be more leading by example, in that going so direct with this type of energy might actually be counterproductive to what you want in the outcome to be. It could be that you see certain trouble for this individual, that you as this person of wisdom and authority can predict better, or predict more so than this person can, what path that they seem to be directing themselves on. And of course that might be of worry to you. Maybe worried about court cases regarding this person. I don't think right now, but in the future maybe it's, so try not to project too far into the future. This person has got you as a responsible person to look up to, but I do think it has to be more through example, rather than coming in with the rules in line, in place, and that you shall do this, you shall not do that. More of a fact of keeping them busy, and keeping them busy with stable things that will give them some firm foundations to build upon. So I hope that helps. Might be a bit difficult.
Okay, Jim, thanks. Amber, Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly. All right, so I pulled the Tower and the Three of Cups. So whatever has happened that was sudden change, or whatever will happen in the future, maybe you experience sudden change often. Just remember to celebrate that and try not to be so down about the situation, because everything happens with divine timing. So try not to mourn the loss of whatever is going on or the sudden changes that have happened. Just know everything's be happy about it, even if it's something that you isn't the most pleasant thing. Just know that something higher than you is guiding you into certain situations, and sometimes things have to suddenly change. And then you got this seer, which is seeing beyond the current situation. So basically that goes hand in hand with that reading, is there's more to things that sometimes we can't see, and sometimes we feel like the victim. But there's always more to a situation, and it's always there to serve us, just as long as we celebrate and keep, the people that we love closest to us, and try and keep the happy energy, so that you can keep allowing more good to come in.
Seemed again, it's following it. Thank you, Amber. Far out. Nina Isby, and then Steve Beverly, and then Robin for Jen, and then Amber DJ Siegfried. Yours.
All right, Isby. So we got over the shoulder. And this actually goes with the cards that I just pulled. Basically the same kind of message here. Those reoccurring patterns in your life, throw them overboard. Whoever said those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it was full of bunk. You only repeat patterns when you continue to stare at them. You get hypnotized and then act them out. Take one last look back if you must, and then say sayonara for good. So release, basically. Yeah.
Far out. Thanks, Nina. Steve Beverly.
Whoa.
All right, Beverly.
I like the intros. Boom.
Beverly, you've got the Six of Vessels. Hold on a second there. Okay. So the Six of Vessels, reunion. And Uwaj is going with it. So that's very interesting. So what you have here is that you've got like kind of a you're having an emotional reconnection. That emotional reconnection is related to some big energetic cycle that has come to an end, and something is renewing. So there's a death and rebirth element to this reunion. So that's a very interesting sign.
I think it's kind of positive, but yeah. All right, thanks, Steve. Jennifer, Robin Stevenson, and Nina, did I say Goldie Girl will be your next one?
Okay, I was gonna ask. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, there you go.
Robin, excuse me, my voice keeps going. So this is the curse. It sounds awful. It's out of another deck that I'm using. Now, it speaks of ancestral passing down. It speaks of, I spoke of this today actually in another card that represents this. It speaks of the DNA memory that is passed down by the limiting beliefs of even your ancestors. So through the generations, through a family, you can experience limiting belief systems, limiting labels that are put upon you because of something that is generational within the family. So if that means something to you, to know that you can liberate yourself from this, so that you can, it's only a curse because it is said so by the words of the family or people close to you. And you can liberate yourself from this. This isn't actually real. It's as dissipating as all of these colors here. All of this is a mist over her mouth. All of this is a mist around her. It isn't real. It is only as real as you allow it to be. And so any limiting belief systems or any limitations that you feel have been placed upon you because of familial traits, or even familial traits from your ancestors that have been passed down generationally, you can liberate yourself from this. And you can do this with some very easy exercises that may not feel easy at first, but you can flip that switch in your brain that somehow, some way, some things have crept in that aren't yours to own. They're not yours to have. They were given to other generations in your family and have just been passed down from there. You can be the link in the chain that breaks this so-called curse, this so-called belief system that would limit your family line to something that is far less than it really is. You are a great expansive being who can appreciate and accomplish anything in the experience in this lifetime and thereafter. So allow yourself to be the one that is born in each generation that has a chance to break this kind of belief system within the family DNA structure, and don't let it be passed down any further from you. It's a powerful card and a powerful message for you to do. I think people will thank you for it.
Break the curse. Thank you, Jennifer. Amber, you have DJ, and then Nina, Goldie Girl, then Steve, Janie, and then Jennifer will be Skyheart. So there we go. Got them all up
right,
on deck.
DJ. Pleasure to do a reading for you. So a bunch of cards fell out. I'm just going to sum it up. We've got the Ace of Wands, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. So it looks like there is, in order to create what you want, you have this passion, you have something, you have an idea. There's the beginning of something that you want to make tangible within your life, and you're getting ideas. And it's important that with the Knight of Swords that you jump into those ideas and you actually follow through so that you can create this Ace of Wands, to keep this Ace of Wands going. Because at the end of the cards, there's 10 of Pentacles. So there's prosperity within your ideas. And as long as you keep following your intuition and ask for help from your ancestors, because they're guiding you. This is the star ancestor. So, tap into those ideas, make a point with your meditations to get more clarification within those, and then exchange energy to create abundance. So you have the ideas and everything. And now it's time for you to work with people with whatever that is, so that you can exchange energy with people, and then you can receive that energy as well. So it looks like there's something good going on with you.
It's like a nice sunny day. That's cool. Thank you, Amber. Nina, Goldie Girl.
All right, Goldie Girl, you got all in. All systems are go. Whether you do right now, whatever you do right now, do not hold back. This is the perfect time to give it everything you got. For every inch you move toward your dream, the universe will move it 10 miles closer. It's time to raise the stakes and play your hand. I'd jump on in if I were you. So whatever you got going on there, Goldie, keep going.
Well, I'm liking this trend. Amber first, you, and then this one. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Steve, we had Janie, or Janie. Yeah, Janie, excuse me.
Janie?
Solinaeus.
All right. Janie, Solinaeus. Janie, you've got the Lovers reversed. Whatever the passionate connection to the issue that you had, It's falling apart. You have okay. The Yunga has popped up on this. That's not a rune. It is my cleansing and healing sigil. It's a personal sigil, so that's just kind of an underscore on it. It kind of goes beyond words when that pops up. But the actual rune for you is Ingwaj. Ingwaj. So this either means that this thing that you have this love interest with either is in development or there's something else coming in development beyond what this one is. It's one of those two things. Feel it out.
Cool. Wow. That's heavy. That's really heavy. I just gotta say. Thanks, Steve. Jennifer Skyheart, and then Amber John
Hey,
S.
Skyheart. So you've got the Knight of Swords, Skyheart. You can see this is Knight of Swords, air, thoughts, wisdom, intellect, but he's rushing in. That horse isn't slowing down anytime soon. So there's some real truth coming into your life right now. There's some real messages of truth. I feel like some real messages that you've needed to release yourself into this next stage in your life, because you have the Two of Wands with that card, and you can see that this guy is very passionate. He's obviously holding wands, it's fire. So you've got air and fire. So you can imagine that that is creating a big drive, a big focus, and there's a world in his hands here. So it literally is saying you've got the whole world in your hands. He's looking out to the horizon and contemplating his next move. One thing I would say is maybe just sit with some of these messages that maybe of more from your ancestral line, or your higher self, your true essence, more than even in the physical, and in the physical also. But sit with them for maybe a week or so before you start driving yourself crazy as to what this horizon is supposed to look like. Allow them to just mature in you for a little while you hold this whole world in your hands, because I've got a feeling that more is going to come through to you, and more is going to be understood by you, which is going to really help you manifest that focus and that horizon that you are truly meant to go towards, in a very passionate and creative and driven way. This is fast though, you know, a week isn't a long time, and the energy is going to be moving fast for you. And so this is a really good thing. So whatever you've been struggling with before, these are keys slotting in the door and turning to unlock those doors for you.
Cool. Thanks, Jennifer. Amber John S. And then Nina, I have Angel Dreams. And then Steve, Source Frequency. And then we'll be back with Jennifer.
Hi, John. All right, so we got the Five of Wands, the Judgment reversed, and the Sun. So it looks like you've got some kind of turmoil going on, some kind of conflict, maybe with other people. It looks like there's a lot of judgment going on. Maybe you're analyzing the situation a lot and it's weighing heavy on you. So just, try to work on letting go of the judgment so that you can feel good again, so that you can keep growing with the Sun. Because that judgment's just going to keep you stuck within that turmoil and that conflict. So just try to have that it is what it is mentality, so that you can just let it go, because it's not worth it. You don't want your Sun to be dwindled by judgment and other people's crap. And then we got the Shaman. So just trust in that you're being supported, and don't allow the stuff from your life and that, you know, whatever's going on in your life. Just know that you're being protected and there's no reason to hold on to that judgment.
Release and let go and forgive. Let it drop.
Yeah, you know, or step away from the situation, find a new outlet, find something to help get you out of that judgment cycle.
That's a nasty whirlpool get in. I know a lot of people that get into it. It's, yeah. Thanks, Amber. Nina, angel dreams.
Right. You got Living Large.
Great song, by the way. Firefall.
Oh, sorry. All right, Living Large. You are drifting in an ocean of gold doubloons. As always, it's your call. You can dive in, you can backstroke all the way to Istanbul, or you can stay on the piddly little raft you've been rowing. But it's all there, rich and luxurious as ever, waiting for your nod. Jump in. The good life is yours.
Dinner at Angel's house. Address to be coming up. Thanks, Nina. Steve, source frequency, Jennifer, Loretta, Ignima, and Amber, Blue Angel, and then that'll take us right up.
All right, source frequency. You've got the 3 of Arrows reversed, which is jealousy. Although I actually looked up because I thought it was interesting. The connotation is specifically using jealousy, and jealous is also a derivative of zeal. So consider being zealous and jealous to having similar kind of frequencies. So that may be more applicable. One way or the other, it is reversed. And so there's kind of this, there's this dissatisfaction now that you've kind of had this kind of clear picture of what you're looking at. It's really kind of dissatisfying to you. What you're going through is an experience. We've got Theresa reversed. So Theresa reversed means that we're having a problem with healthy boundaries and protections, right? You're not quite got your boundaries and your protections quite where you need them to be. So you need to go back and reassess your gifts, the things that you have, the things that you do well, and assert those things to kind of help you balance out your relationship to other people and things.
Let us know, folks. That's the only way you can do it. Thank you, Steve. Jennifer, Loretta, Amber, you have Blue Angel, and then Nina, Calvin. And then Steve, LaShon, Scott will be yours.
Hey, Loretta. So you've got the number 6 major arcana lovers card, and then on another deck you've got the 6 major arcana lovers card. So it's very powerful energies for you in that there are huge decisions being made in your life. There's been some kind of real enormous spiritual work being done inside to balance out that divine feminine and divine masculine, the yin and the yang aspect of self, which is creating huge opportunities for you, more than you even know, where they've been created in your inner grounds they really will start to manifest in your outer grounds. I had to clarify it a bit further for you in that, and then the Three of Wands comes up. So absolutely a time of progress, a time of creativity, a time of action, taking action, moving forward. So you really will go from where you have this embryonic idea creation to really come in full force with it into your reality. There's something here for you that is huge. The 6 and the 6 together making 12 into a 3, and then you get the Three of Wands. So the number 6 and the number 3 might be quite repetitive for you to see as confirmation of this reading, either before this reading in the next 24 hours. But this is just confirmation to you to say the huge amount of inner work that is being done to balance out that divine feminine and divine masculine aspect is amazing and brilliant. Exactly what people could be doing right now with these energies that are so challenging. Really digging deep and doing that work is amazing for you to do. So just want to give you a huge high five for that in the best possible way, because it really is going to manifest into your reality, into something exciting. And I'm super excited for you just seeing this, because this is exactly what I live to see in people's readings with these energies right now. You're just doing it exactly how it should be done. You don't worry about making the decision when that decision comes as well. There's a huge decision to make. Go with your intuition and your gut, because you've balanced your inner self out perfectly to do so. So, just go for whichever where your heart draws you to. The Wheel of Fortune's on the bottom of the deck. I can't say any more than well done.
Okay.
You've done amazing.
Cool. Way to go, Loretta. Amber, Blue Angel.
All right, Blue Angel. You got a pretty good reading here. It's positive. So we have the 8 of Wands, Temperance, and the Emperor, and the Star. So it looks like everything is lined up for you perfectly. You have all the resources that you need to get to your goals. Just having patience with yourself and know that you have everything that you need. So just have patience but also be strong and stand your ground with the Emperor, because you're a very powerful person. You have the Star at the end of this, so everything is laid out for you. You're being guided. You're a strong person. Just have patience with the process. Track down your desires with the Hunter. So you know what you want. So, and you're strong enough to get there if you haven't already gotten there. And during that process, just enjoy, or don't enjoy, but come with it with peace. Don't be forceful within your manifestation. Be neutral within that energy, but also be the strong Emperor and follow through with all the 8 of Wands that you have provided for you, and just have patience.
I want to go to both those people's houses. Thanks, Amber. Let's see. Calvin, Nina. And then
All right,
Steve,
Calvin.
LaShon Scott will be yours.
You got hairball. I don't think I've had that one before. Hairball. Uh-oh, small little tangle, no big deal. Last thing you want to do is get your knickers in a bunch. It will all smooth out as soon as you stop. Take a big, deep breath and realize it's time to hand it off to the universe. The dude, that rescue. Move aside. There's the dude again.
And I have heard that term in another vernacular, like, don't get your panties in a wad, the whole thing. I mean,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I heard when you said that. I went, well, yeah, you got to love this energy. I mean, it's down to earth. I mean, it's real. Thanks, Nina. Steve, Miss LaShon Scott, then Jen, Chris on fire, and then Amber, Kent Cook for you.
All right, LaShon, you've got the 10 of Wands. So you just wrapped up something. You just finished some work that you were really proud of, and so you're getting ready to go into the next project. Now, what's interesting here is that you've got Raido has popped up reversed. So that means that you're having a little bit of trouble getting over the hump into the next project. So my recommendation is go take a reevaluation of your resources and everything that you need to do the operation. And to put those tools and those resources to work for you in the new process.
Thank you, Steve. And it seems like she has a little bit, or I don't know, he or she, or has a little bit of work to do, it sounds like. Let's see, Jennifer, Chris on fire, Amber, Kent Cook, and then Nina, Deborah L. Smith, and then Steve, Miss Tribal 44.
Hey, Chris. So the cards were flying as quick as I was trying to shuffle them for you. So it feels like the energy is hot around you right now. You're very focused on the Pentacles. The King of Pentacles comes up for you. He has 4 gold things here on his cushion. And so I speak of that because on the bottom of the deck is the 4 of Cups. There's something that you are missing emotionally by focusing just a little bit too much on the physical reality and the pentacles, the income, the sustainability of things. There's something that you're missing out on that you're not seeing. A holy grail, so to speak, that because in other decks, this 1 cup is coming from the heavens and the guy is concentrating on the 3 cups. And not looking at the gift that is right in front of him. There's a different way, but you need to let go of a certain way of thinking. I'll do it real quick because the cards popped out. So there's more than just the 2, but the death card comes out for you. Something needs to be let go of. Something needs to be transitioned from. It feels more of a way of thinking so that you can be able to see the wood for the trees, so to speak. But definitely something needs to die, to be transferred from, to be transmuted from, because the Sun card comes up for you after that. And I mean, you couldn't get a better progression of you let go of things in the night. You strip that bare, you strip that away, things that do not serve you anymore. And there the Sun comes up in the morning to serve and nourish however you're going forward with regards to this King of Pentacles role, creating an income, creating a bigger income, a better sustainability, less financial worry. So just look at what you've had that niggle about needing to let go of anyway. You probably know what I'm speaking on already. You've probably already had that intuition. If not, do some searching just to see.
Thanks, Jen. Amber, Kent Cook.
All right, Kent. We got a lot of reversals here. So we've got Page of Cups reversed, 8 of Wands reversed, and Ace of Wands reversed. So what I see here is that you may be feeling stuck. You may be feeling a bit of like heartache because you don't feel like you have all the resources that you need to create a new beginning for yourself. So you want to turn all these cards around. So be brave and honest with yourself. There may be something in your life that's not working for you. Or there may be like health issues that are keeping you from being able to fulfill you, but because you're not able to like work or do certain things that you want to do to like to either make money or just to be abundant. So there's some blockages going on. So it's important for you to be honest and see what's not working for you so that you can clean that out and work on your heart and bringing in some more love to yourself and knowing that you're going to be okay. Drop your shields. You do have protection going on. So it looks like you're just holding on to a lot of doubt and worry. So just try to do what you can to make yourself feel better and start there. And then eventually everything else will start to come into place.
Keep a list on kind of the things, and healing seems to be one right up there. Lots of healing. Thank you, Amber. Nina, Deborah Smith, Steve, Miss Tribal 44, and then Jennifer, you have Ashthoth. I think it's Baraji. So there we go.
All right, it's my turn.
Yes.
All right, speaking of healing, you got an owie. Hope you can hear Bob Marley singing in the distance, because despite what appears to be a physical blip right now, every little thing is going to be all right. This is a time of sweet, sweet healing, a time of renewal. Take a step back, put your feet up, and soak in the restorative powers of the universe. So there you go. There's a healing.
We got it going. Yeah. Actually, what y'all don't know is that we got walkie-talkies and we're talking to each other, you know. God, I only pulled this card for this one. No. Thanks, Amber. I'm just kidding.
Nina.
One of us.
I love it.
The other Gemini.
Yeah, we're all Geminis, eh? The three of us here. Anyways.
That's true. Hadn't thought about that. And what are you two? Steve and Jen.
I was actually just commenting about that in the chat room. I'm an Aries.
Aries, okay.
I'm Gemini.
Oh my
Four
goodness.
Gemini. Holy crap, Steve.
You sure you're not a Gemini, Steve?
Man, I mean, Steve is like the pinball in the pinball machine.
Aries and Gemini get along really well. So
How's that? How that
Are you
trying to
Scorpio,
remember.
Amber?
I got something going on with my Gemini. I'll figure that out after I do tribal.
Yeah.
like your Mercury or something.
Something, not Mercury. I think it might be Venus. We'll figure it out.
I
So
love
Venus
it.
is Gemini, and I've got like three Gemini ladies. So you know, and then
Both,
a thing or two. Let's see here. 8 of arrows for and that's struggle. So that's all pretty self-explanatory in the sense that you've got a you're struggling with an idea. And what do we got here? We have Raido has popped up again. Settle down. Raido has popped up here, and Raido is upright this time. So you're going through a struggle, but this struggle is actually part of kind of a ritual process. Work with the struggle, with the ideas that you're struggling with, work with them, and put more intention into it and direction, and you'll be all right.
Fantastic. Reality. I love it. Jen, Ashtha.
Okay, can I just say Ash?
I think it's
Hey,
A-S-T-H-A, so, you know.
Ashtha. So it's the 3 of Wands for you. Again, this has cropped up a couple of times now. So this is looking out to the horizon. It's waiting for your ships to come in. it's something that you will be bargaining towards, some kind of trade deals, something that you've been looking at doing in trading, either of your services, of your time, or a physical product. I say that it's in your favorable position because there's this Six of Pentacles here. There's been a generosity from you in the past that you have given out generosity. You've helped others in the past. You've been there. And so you've brought this in. You've brought this position of strength in for when you need it now, for when you're going to be making those negotiations, those trade deals, however that resonates with you. But go into it feeling strong, go into it feeling in a position of strength, you know, and to make that deal because it's already yours. So because of your past deeds, you've brought this in. This is all yours to have. You've got the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck to say everything that you need and want to take yourself forward is there, and it's going to make you very, very happy. Something that you've worked hard towards or wanted for a long time.
Your ship is coming in.
Yeah.
Just
Amber,
confirm,
go ahead.
I am Venus. I am Venus and Gemini. Just confirming.
Okay. Venus and Gemini. I love this. Amber, you've got Big Al. Nina, you have Perry. Steve, you'll have David Castle, and Jen, Sarah Horton.
Am I next?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me shuffle real quick.
You see, fellas, that's how you respect ladies, you know. Yes, ma'am.
All right, Big Al. I'm going to do a reading for Big Al soon.
That'll be fun.
A full reading, yeah. Did you know he was struck by lightning?
Yes.
I did not know that until yesterday. I was like, what? I told him that's the way I want to die. Like when I die, I want to be struck by lightning. I don't know why. I just feel like power, you know.
Man,
just
talking about going out on a bolt.
I've heard of more people that have survived getting struck by lightning than not.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost to the point where it's just like, I don't know, maybe I want to get struck by lightning. Maybe Thor will give me some cool superpowers.
Here in Colorado, there's a lot of that takes place.
Well, didn't Al get struck twice?
Twice?
Yeah,
I can't remember. He might have told me in the email. I don't remember.
He's got a destiny waiting. Holy crap. All right, Amber.
You know you're lucky when, yeah.
Yes. I want to go to the casino with the guy.
Yeah.
So, Al, we have 2 of Wands and 6 of Wands. So you have options. You have opportunities. It looks like everything is pretty abundant for you right now. You even have the 6 of Wands. So you're following through with, you know, whatever's guiding you. You're following through with what you're asked, because not only is manifesting things a part of our energy, but it's also a part of us actually doing something to get things done. You know, we can't build a house by just like meditating on it being built. We got to go out and build it. So it looks like you're doing everything. You have options and things are good for you. Just trust your instincts and keep going with it, because everything is fruitful for you. You know, the animal guardian, like you have nature on your side. You have your big heart and your drive to get things done. So it looks like everything's good for you right now.
Far out. You know, every time I think Al, I always get it's a positive energy. It's not something sometimes where you have that. Yeah. Far out, Al. Hey, Perry, rub his head. That's all I got to say.
You got Buddha sitting right next to you.
Exactly. Just rub his head. Rub it for me too, please. Thank you, Amber. Nina, speaking of Perry, you have Perry.
There you go. Well, Perry, you got the F word. And it's not the F word that you think it is. Okay.
Free?
It says, nobody likes the F word, but the dude seeks forgiveness through a different pair of glasses. He knows that everything is going to turn out fine in the end, and that holding on to negativity and old wounds is just postponing the inevitable. Your success is done deal. Your bliss is gonna happen. The F word is the place to start. Let it go, forgive, forget, and follow the yellow brick road.
Now that's far out. I like that. What they say, was that the 3 F's?
Yeah, I guess that would be
Forgiveness?
the 3 F's. Yeah. Forgive, forget, and follow the yellow brick road.
I
So it
love
kind of
that.
goes with the whole releasing and forgiving that goes with it and all of that, right? So, yeah.
That's a t-shirt that needs to be printed. All right. Thanks, Nina.
welcome.
Steve and Nina, then you have Belanca, who will be your next one. Steve, David Castle. David, we love you. Man, I hear he's healing. I know the same is with I think Martin and Heidi as well. There's a lot of healing that is taking place. So David and Martin, we send you our healing and our warmest energies.
I think I'm David's favorite. I think almost every session.
You seem to come up on his radar or vice versa.
Yeah. David, you have Queen of Wands reversed. So you're kind of your actions are disorganized. You've kind of got like your will is being kind of like moved in all sorts of confusing directions for you. Okay, so you've got the Iwaj rune. So that's popped up again, and that's the death and rebirth cycle. So I'm thinking what I'm hearing come through is that to just kind of like settle down with everything that you're doing, and to relax, because you might be interfering with a process that's trying to come to an end. Don't try to make too much sense of it.
Thanks. When Locke took off.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna let him keep taking off at this point.
Looks like he was flying, man.
Dude, they jump so far. I had 3 bearded dragons before him, and they're not. There's no comparison. They're very athletic. The iguana.
Far out, man. That's all I got to say. Thanks, Steve. Jen, Sarah, and then Amber, Chris Garcia, Nina Blanca, and then Steve, Susie Q will be up on yours.
Okay, so we've got the 3 of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So this speaks of lack of attention to detail, maybe in something that you've been working towards, something that you've been doing. Maybe that it feels more like it's the actions of others within a team, within a family structure, within a family business, within a business, or some kind of venture. It feels like it might be more to do with the fact of somebody else not showing attention to detail, having a bit of sloppy work. There needs to be a death with this, in that there's the death card here, and it's not speaking of death here, it's speaking of the cycle. It's time to move on from this circle, whatever this might be, this, because you don't want it to start to reflect on you in a way that is lasting, in a way that is unfair, because you've had these warnings to sort of start to get out of dodge, to start to move away from this work that could be accused of being sloppy or having a lack of attention to detail. The Judgment card popped out. There's a better way for you. There's a more that you're supposed to transition from this right now. Not that there's a better way. There's a more expansive way. You've grown out of this, and people do outgrow each other in teams. You do outgrow even jobs that you might hold, or you expand, you learn, and you grow as you go along. And it's okay to transition out of these things and to flow forward, because there's something calling you forward. So to not be afraid to make that transition. There's much more there for you in the Judgment card.
Thank you, Jen. Interesting nomenclature that you used. Because I live in America, but when you use the colloquialism, get out of Dodge. I mean, that
I don't know where that came from.
I mean, I heard that and I went, now she lives in England. How would she know about a Western colloquialism isn't that interesting?
I don't know if the person I read for is over your way, but yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Did y'all catch that? I mean, I heard that and I went, no, thank you, Jen. That's fantastic. Amber Chris Garcia will be yours.
Okay, I didn't pre-pull because I was reading the chat and there's a lot of people that said that they've been getting skipped. So I don't know, maybe we can figure out something, but
I'm trying to go by a list that I had from last week.
Sorry, guys, we're trying.
We're doing our best, folks.
So I'm up with Chris, right? Chris Garcia?
Yes, Chris Garcia. And then Nina Belanca, and then Steve, Susie Q, and then Jen, Jules. You see, folks, I really am. We got a list. See?
So we got another 5 of Wands here, and then the Magician reversed. So there's something blocking you, and it has to do with your own energy. It could be other people if they're hip to doing some type of, I don't want to say spells, but if they're putting energy out toward you, it may be making you feel really pushed in the corner. So try to transmute. I mean, it's always about transmuting energy, you know, trying to focus on being in the middle, knowing that you're not going to be in that position forever, but to understand that you do have the power to switch things up with your mind, with your heart, with your intentions. And it says, unleash the wild within. So yeah, I think that maybe just understand the power that you do have a little more than you realize. Like it looks like you feel powerless a lot. Maybe you feel like you're a victim of something. But understand that you can change your own reactions to situations so that you can actually create something better. Sometimes I feel like I'm a broken record, but that's what it says.
I think it's what our cards are. We can't edit the, we don't take them into the back room and say, get your act together.
But just understand that you know, this is the Magician card. Like it has all the suits on there, and you're very powerful. It's just, it looks like you're just feeling a little powerless. So you have the power. You have the power. It reminds me of He-Man.
Bum, bum, bum. We will anyway. I don't ever think I've seen the Magician card come up at all. Anyway, Belanca, Nina, and then Steve, Susie Q.
All right, Blanca, he got entangled.
Quantumly.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Entangled, yeah. You would probably call what's about to happen synchronicity, or maybe even coincidence. Au contraire, the big truth is you are already connected to everything and everyone. Quantum physics has its own name for it, entanglements. The reason it appears that all ducks are lining up on your behalf right now is because you're finally paying attention. Let the games begin.
Indeed. Let them begin.
Look for the signs and the synchronicities.
I love it.
And just remember that Loki is the patron of hooks, traps, and snares.
Ooh. Loki, the mischievous little. Yeah. Steve, Susie Q, Jen, you have Jules, Amber, you have Amy, and then Nina, Silver Fox.
All right, Susie Q.
We love you.
All right. 5 of arrows, frustration reversed. So, yeah, this is more of a right. So, gotta show people the upright of the reverse just so they get the context of it. This is actually coming off because it's frustration reversed. Yeah, it's coming off like you're kind of overcoming it in a weird way. Like not always does it vibe that way, even with the 5 of arrows being reversed, but it's coming off that way for you. And you've got the Othala rune. So you've been in some grounded energy, and that is helping you overcome the frustration. So whatever frustration you're actually experiencing, you might be it might not be as bad as you think it is. Just think about how you're rooted in the situation.
Cool. Let us know, Susie. She's right there going. Jen, Jules, I think that's how it is. WALS.
Hey, Jules. So we've got the 10 of Pentacles for you. You can see that this lady's being adorned with every garment. There's luxury here. There's abundance here in the physical. It's Pentacles. And there's also the 3 of Wands, again, that has kept coming up for me all night with the guys I've read for. So there's action being taken. There's some kind of trade, some kind of looking forward to make deals to create even more of this abundance. You're in your physical flow right now, and the only thing that you have going on is that you're not coming from a very strong position, in that for some reason I don't know if you're feeling a bit of a guilt that good things are happening in your physical reality, that abundance may be showing up in your physical reality, because the strength is in reverse. And so that would be a bit like sitting down to eat a meal and immediately telling yourself you're oh so bad for enjoying it and eating it because it's got so many calories in it. And immediately it's going to do things to your body that isn't going to be good. It's going to maybe make you bloat, make you feel uncomfortable, make you have that pain because you've projected that upon it. This lady here is standing there no problem, while other people adorn her beautiful body with beautiful garments, beautiful scents, beautiful jewelry, and that is okay. We've been indoctrinated into thinking that life has to be such a struggle. The only way to be moral and ethical is to be the martyr and to be in lack and to be subservient. And it's just not true. That's part of the psyop of trying to hold, let's say, the little people down, where you've done the work here. You've created this reality. You've done it on all planes of self. Otherwise, you wouldn't be getting it showing up in your physical reality. So don't bring that down. Don't bring that process, that whole, enjoy it to its fullest. And if you catch yourself saying something negative about it or feeling some guilt about it, distract yourself immediately. Don't even let that thought take root. Enjoy what you've worked for.
Thank you, Jennifer. And folks, do y'all want to go to like the bottom of the hour? Does that work for y'all?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Amber? Okay. All right. We're trying to get through. And folks, I know it may seem like you're being skipped, but the only way we know how to do it is just go by a list that I have, and we'll get to you eventually. Amber, I have Amy, Ben Ezra, the Nina Silver Fox, Steve, Taylor, and Jen will be LaVera.
All right, Amy. So I got all reversals here. Got 9 of Wands reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed, and Queen of Wands reversed. So what I see here is there was something happen. You may be feeling a little bitter towards something. Maybe a past work experience or just something that's gone on in your life, but you're feeling really bitter about it. And it's difficult for you to move past it to start creating a new cycle of worth, whether the worth be substantial as in physical, or if it just be your own self-worth. But it's hard for you to move on because you feel like it kind of took some of your power away. With the Queen of Wands reverse, just feeling like kind of hopeless and just like, yeah, like you've had your power taken away, and it looks like you're bitter about it. And it's hard for you to move past that. And the main energy that you should hold within that is, and this is, of course, same as all other readings, is learning to accept what has happened and what is, and know that you have everything protecting you, and there's no reason to hold on to the darkness when you have Mother Earth here wrapping her hands around you and protecting you. So just try and let go of the things that no longer serve you, because it's keeping things stuck. So feel love and comforted within that. Know that it's okay to have certain things happen in your life. It just gives us something else that we can grow from, you know.
Yeah.
What they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, unless it, you know, kills you. But you're totally protected, and I think you're holding yourself back with past experiences.
Forgive, forget,
Love them and let them go.
Yep.
Love them and let them go.
All right. Nina, thank you, Amber. Silver Fox.
All right, so we got Livewire.
That's a good song.
Live, is that a song?
Motley Crue.
Ah, okay.
I'm alive, live wire.
All right. Well, within you is a powerful elixir that can change the world, both your world and the one around you. Scientists call this elixir emotions, but you can think of it as a supercharged current capable of taking you anywhere you want to go. You can use your emotions to suffer or to skyrocket to fame. Good to know that it's up to you.
Far out. Live wire.
Livewire.
Steve, Taylor Ann, and then Jen, you'll wrap it up with LaVera, because that'll be at the bottom. And folks, we're doing our best. We talked a little bit at the first, but anyway, y'all are just beautiful people. Just want to let you know.
And sometimes we do readings for people on our own channels and on Facebook and
that's
stuff,
an idea. Yeah, if you didn't get one here, folks, all their links are there, and hit them up. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, my channel, I know that like many of the times I go live, you know, I'm at home, and then I'll do a thing, and then when I'm done doing my thing, like a read or whatever, I'll do readings afterwards if I have people there with held interest and such.
So we love the fact that everyone is here supporting the show, and it grows, and it will continue to grow, and we'll continue to, do what we can.
We want you to be happy. Don't be discouraged. We're not intentionally leaving you out. We promise.
We don't have a blacklist.
No blacklist.
We got more than a list. We got the white list. Okay, Steve, Taylor Ann, and then Jen will be LaVera.
Right. Taylor, we have the Lovers reversed coming up again. All right. So you've got a similar situation with a disconnection of what was a major kind of relationship you had to something, and we have Rido. Rido has reared its ugly head thrice today. So Rido has popped up. This separation, this broken kind of relationship, if you will, it's going through its process, its transformational process.
That's twice that card has come up. Lovers reversed. I keep a list here of some of the interesting ones. Thanks you, Steve. And Miss Jennifer, you are last.
Okay. So, LaVera, we have the moon card for you. So this is the divine feminine intuition, but I want you, this is, okay. So you've got the moon card and you've got the emperor card. So the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies here. And then you have the 4, which is sacrifice in this deck. The emperor is a number 4. The 6 of swords on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to wrap this up real easy in that, and it might sound way out there to some, but it feels like you've been having some kind of visitations. I don't know where that's coming from the cards, other than that it feels like there's some kind of authority. Again, I think Amber's brought this up a lot in some of her readings, in that there's this divine protection over you. There's this authority that is not over you as an authority, but an authority as into how far it will allow your life to be derailed by others and even by yourself, that there's some kind of nudge here. There's some kind of inner standings being given here. You have made some necessary sacrifices over this year of 2020, and it's created huge growth in the way that you think, in the way that you process thoughts. And to put it lightly, you've had visitations. Take notice of your visions, your dreams, write them down every morning. Write down when you come out of meditation what you see, because your answers are there more than any other answers that I can give you. But it feels like a different type of being that's visiting you. That's coming through very strongly to me. So if that makes sense to you, please let us know, because that's
Let
pretty
us know.
exciting.
I think it's far. Don't be afraid either.
Yeah. No. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah.
This is all love here. This is all
Yeah.
all love here. That's all I can feel.
Love is all around.
Yeah.
Makes me feel it. Well, we got 34 readings panel done. We have 41 or more carryovers.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And before we go, I told Al that I would ask if there are any gentlemen who want to be in the Soul Tribe card deck. Shout out to give Al a message or whatnot, because we need more gentlemen in the deck to balance out the energies.
So come on, guys, man up.
I
Steve,
think I'm already in there, aren't I?
are you in there?
I make an agreement like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago or something.
Okay, all right.
I feel like I remember the Aries symbol above your head or something. if I'm
Yes,
not
yes, I
mistaken.
did. I did see that. And I know Theresa has a list. I'll update the list on Monday, Theresa. How's that? And they make great holiday gifts. Give them out to your friends. You can tell
Yeah, I'm
them.
excited to do some readings with them. I don't usually do readings.
Oh, that will
deck
be
of cards as much.
interesting. Oh,
Yeah.
won't that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How cool is that?
I wonder what horrible things are going to happen to people.
It's like you thought 2020 was a year.
Sure.
Oh.
Panel, y'all are great. Much love to everybody out here. We're sorry if we didn't get to you. We do our best. And seriously, I mean, you can see There's no way we could get 55. Well, isn't that an interesting number? Actually, it's 75. We couldn't do that if we wanted. There's not enough time.
Yeah.
All right, join us. Please go to each one of these folks' channels. And if you are so led by the Spirit, make sure to make a donation, a gift. It always helps them. And we kind of spread the joy here amongst all of ourselves. I want to say as well is that if you have homemade products that you're doing, let me know. Send it here and we'll get you promoted. And, you know, we got a great group here. Panel, you are the very best. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
BOSTO.
I feel very much a kinship to each and every one of you. And so, and it's a groovy feeling. It really is.
Mhm.
So y'all want to say something as before we get out of here?
Well, make sure to, subscribe to our channels and go check out the videos. I know I have a few. I do Hump Day Message every week, so there's always a message there as well. And yeah, I'm sure that goes for the rest of them as well. So yeah.
Yeah. No, Jennifer, you do, and Steve, you do, and Amber, are you doing more live shows or daily shows?
No, I would. I just don't know if anyone's ever going to show up, so I just don't. That's not a very good way to think about it. I need to get through my own blocks, you guys.
There
I
we
got my
go.
own blocks too.
Entanglement. That's what I'm thinking here. Entanglement.
Yeah, I got my own blocks that I'm working on. So baby steps.
I think you might be pleasantly surprised who shows up. So
yeah, they say, build it and they'll come, that.
Yeah.
And that's how it is, it might just be one or two in the beginning, but a couple of months go, and all of a sudden people know you're there, and you'll grow.
Yeah. Like half the time I can have a really, really quiet like group, and then eventually there's maybe like 5 people, but as long as there's a little bit of back and forth in the chat room, it feels like something,
Sure.
Take time. That's why you make sure you have like something that you can monologue
Right
at the beginning, and then it can be a short video, or you can start working off of the crowd. But I recommend just like enjoying it for what it is. But yeah, it's like any business. If people don't see the doors are open, they're less curious about it.
Right.
Amber, though, I know that feeling, so just you can drop me a message, and if I'm not reading, if I'm not massaging, if I'm free, I'll just come in and I'll banter back and forth to make it look real full in there. Until other people come in, we can trick the way through those blocks until other people come flooding in, and then there's no more blocks to be had. Yeah, no problem. I mean it. I don't mind. I can talk to myself all day.
Put your plan there until the mark shows up.
Yeah. I'll say, yeah, okay, I got you in here. Now you can go.
I mean, when I show up, there's at least 3.
There you go.
Did y'all get that? Gemini. Come on. All right.
No, I didn't get it.
I got it there.
Someone,
it took
all
a
right.
while.
It's been a long day. All right. Much love to everyone. Thank you, folks. We will see you next week. Have yourself a great weekend, and we love you. Bye-bye.